Snow day, can't see the ground, can't really collect. Really don't want to go out because no one here knows how to drive. So let's just look at some teeth. So collecting shark teeth, great hobby. A lot of people like to concentrate on all different kinds of aspects of it, like big teeth, like this megalodon here. Top quality teeth, like this angustidon. Teeth from other places, like this killer hexanchus from Chile. Teeth in matrix, like this otodus from Morocco. And even shark cartilage, like these vertebrae here in the Ashley Formation matrix. One of my favorite aspects of the hobby is collecting pathologic teeth. Pathologic teeth grew disfigured in the shark's mouth, and they can be all different kinds of shapes. No two are ever alike, and I save every single one I've ever found, even the ones that are broken. Some of them are just really bent up and twisted on the tip, like this little angustidon here. Some of them literally look like they've just been folded on themselves, like this mako. Some of them barely even look like teeth anymore. Like this one stayed in the mouth for a while and then got chewed on, worn, and then when it was lost, it got eroded. You can barely even tell it's a tooth. Definitely a tooth though. Some are pretty easy to tell that they're teeth because they still have serrations, they still have enamel, but they're just absolutely devastated. Sometimes the pathologies are really slight, and you can only see them if you catch them at the right angle, like the wrinkles in the enamel in the front of this angustidon. Otherwise, it looks pretty much like a perfect tooth. From this angle, this one looks pretty straightforward too, but then when you look at it from the side, it's pretty bent up. Here's another generally normal looking one when you look at it just from the curved side. But then when you look at it from the side, you can see just how far the pathology actually went in mangling the tooth. They almost always completely distort the shape of a tooth. Like this tooth, it looks almost like a perfect tooth missing a cusp until you view it edge on and see that that cusp is actually pointed backwards. It's not supposed to do that. That's a cool tooth. Got one side over there that grew normal and the other side over there that just looks like it had a stunted kind of growth, but otherwise the tooth is flawless. Here's a cool one where one side of the tooth just didn't even form. See how you have the cusp over there, looks normal. Over here, it's not broken, it just grew that way. Sometimes pathologies are caused by injuries. Like this one, you can see where the shark was eating a stingray, got stabbed all the way through that tooth, through the back of the tooth right there, while the tooth was forming, and then that caused it to grow funky like that. Here's one where the whole side is folded over on itself. Probably was caused by an injury to the gum next to this tooth. Here's another tooth. At first glance looks like it's broken, but on that side it's all there, it just didn't grow. Probably same kind of pathology or reason for the growth that that last tooth had. And that same pathology goes for all positions of the mouth. See that little hole right there on the edge of the root of this sand tiger? This shark tooth actually got bitten by another tooth in the shark's same mouth. Speaking of bite teeth, they can cause some pretty cool pathologies too, especially when they stay in the shark's mouth. Like this one's been bitten on both sides, and somehow this tooth managed to get bit across the front too, and still stay in the mouth. Look at that thing. Barely a tooth anymore, but still wicked cool looking. This tooth got absolutely slashed. You can see where another tooth just bit right into it right there. Almost bit the tooth clean in half, but it managed to survive till today. That one looks normal from the display side, But then from the back side, you can see how it actually broke. You see all the crack lines there. Then it stayed in the mouth, and then it started to heal before it was ultimately lost. That's a cool little extinct tiger shark tooth. Really twisted up. Another extinct tiger, really bent out of shape. And yet another extinct tiger with a twisted up tip. This sand tiger actually has two tips. You can tell them on that side and that side too. And it's not just little shark teeth. This came from a big shark. Really twisted up, compressed angustidon. Very cool pathology on this one. This is one of the most twisted ones I've ever found. Barely even looks like a tooth anymore, but you look close at it and you can obviously see, yep, that was a tooth. Just doesn't really look like a tooth should. All right, we're going to end on my favorite pathologic tooth I've ever found. This is an angustidon in fantastic shape, and it is just twisted and turned and disfigured in every way imaginable. Very cool find. I know this wasn't our normal type of video, but I hope you enjoyed it anyway. Thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. If you haven't done that yet, please do so, and I'll catch you next time. Till then, happy hunting.